Wise here, and I am here with Jesse James.
How you doing?
Jesse James Fit, and Wise About Flower Mound. And so I am just so excited to get to, this is crazy, but be in a gym.
I know.
I'm not much of a gym person. I don't know if you can tell.
Me neither, I just started.
Well, if I had guns like that, I'd be like So tell me, gosh, how long have you been here? It seems like forever.
I've been at this location for, I think we're on 13 years this year, 14 next year, so yeah,
Wow.
It's flown by. We started off with this small little area there and then grew into this. Every couple of years we kind of expanded suites, so now it's kind of a cluster of a location. It's not quite a square or a rectangle. It's
right.
You don't know what to call it.
Alcoves.
Yes.
Some alcoves.
Yes.
So cool. So gosh, what are you looking for your kind of ideal person? I mean, why would I know why I would come to you, but I mean, tell me what you offer.
I learned a long time ago, it's kind of deep. We go a little deeper than I think in fitness than most people do or most places do. I look at every customer that emails us, so if we get a lead through a website, a phone call, if they walk in, honestly, everybody's a little bit broken and they're looking for a solution. That's how I started looking at my customers ever since, I would say 2009 and 2008. Anybody that contacts us, we want to respond back as quick as possible because something's broken and they're looking for somebody to help them. They're looking for a solution. We're looking for a problem solver, and that's what I found us being a long time ago. So our clientele are really, I would say 35 and up. I mean, we've had some in our 80s and 90s, but we got some kids that are 10 and 9 and 16 that are just beasts. So we kind of work with any demographic.
Okay. But I think you're right. I think you get to a point where there's either been a health crisis or something. You feel like you look in the mirror and you're just like, oh my God, how did I get to this? And so then you make that call, and that's probably one of the hardest calls to make. But
it's all scheme marketers. I see all of our leads that come in for all of our locations pretty much, and I'm just blessed with teams at every location. Deidre and Oscar, we'll get an email at like 10:30, 12 o'clock at night, 12 in the morning, and it'll ding, and I'm like, look, and literally somebody will email them back saying, hey, just got your email. I know it's 11:30 tonight. I won't call you, but I'd love to find out what time would be best to reach you in the morning. Looking forward to helping you, address your goals.
Exactly.
But sometimes it's just that response that people are looking for, and I found that that's what we do. Within 5 to 15 minutes, we try to respond to people. That's kind of what we fell in love with. It started off bodybuilding. That was my background, was competition prep, bodybuilding, bikini and figure, all that stuff. But then around, I would say 2007 or 8, weight loss really started to kind of replace the trophies I was hunting.
Right.
And I think they're longer lasting, the changes you got. I think everyone fell in love with that. Changed and restructured the whole company.
Definitely. Wow. Okay. So what kind of programs do you offer? I'm assuming like, private fitness lessons, but is there classes or what?
Yeah, we do personal training. That's one of our biggest things.
Okay.
And then we do our group fitness, which is really neat. Outlaw Fit Camp is my second company, aside from Jesse James Fitness.
Yeah.
And that kind of blew up. That's the individual cells you see in here.
Yeah.
And we have 7 locations in the DFW area that we franchised for Outlaw.
Oh, wow.
And those are really neat too because they're just a smaller version and probably more focused on the group fitness. So I would say 75 to 80% of the clients being group fitness, and then 15 to 20% or more being PT. Here we're like 80-20, 80% personal training. So that's what we do here. So our ideal client is anybody looking to change their life, whether it's a weight loss, whether it's somebody that's 400, 500 pounds, or an athlete wanting to put on lean muscle mass that's just a skinny ectomorph body type, skinny hard gainer. We could take that kid, or woman or man, and put on lean muscle mass. That's what makes it so unique.
Okay. So, I also know that fitness is also about what you eat. So are you helping with people?
Yes.
Okay.
We do really, really awesome meal plans, and we, years back, that not everybody wants to eat like a competitive athlete or bodybuilder. But that's what I used to
all
do.
That chopping and
and making your food, and the chicken, the egg whites, and the fish, and broccoli. You can't live like that. I mean, some people do, and I keep a pretty good lifestyle like that, but I still enjoy my margaritas and beer and stuff like that. So what I learned a long time ago is we incorporate Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, real world foods, breakfast burritos, different things like that you can have, bars and shakes, because people need to have variety and options. And the whole goal is we're anti-fad diet, but we're all about lifestyle, learning how to eat different things, and all about the portion control, which people just don't do. And they'll bounce around from different fad to fad, and never quite learning that, hey, it's all about moderation and consistency.
consistency.
Yeah.
That's the key. Because
So that's our balance.
personally, I've been an up and down kind of person, and because that consistency, either get bored or it's too much, just doing all this and carrying my little thermos, and all that stuff. Yeah, and it's just like I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
So but I know that certainly nutrition is a foundation for building, because you can't build fueling it by crap. I mean, it's just definitely not.
We work with a couple different restaurants, and Shoal Creek has a cool menu portion on there, has our Jesse James Fit menu items on there, and they just replace things that are high in carbohydrates and fats with vegetable options or leaner portions. And so we work with different restaurants, but we also train people to kind of learn how to go out, enjoy your restaurants, but get maybe half your box portioned up before you eat your lunch, and just make smart choices. If your husband's 6'5" and you're 5'4", you don't need to split meals with them, because your calorie intakes be a lot worse. So we just kind of help break some of those myths and educate people.
That
do for long term.
That's when I got married to Mr. Wise. So he is 6 foot.
Okay.
Good big guy. And he did all the cooking and stuff like that, and to this day he still does. But his portions were like big, and of course I was from the Clean Plate Club, so I, oh my gosh, I gained 10, 15 pounds that first year of marriage. And I went to my doctor, and I said, gaining all this weight, and they go, oh, it's a sign of a happy marriage. I said, well, I need to be less happy then, because something has got to change. And so over the years, just trying to incorporate better eating and just all of that, so that it is better.
And it takes a little bit of sacrifice. That's everybody. It's not easy. Any portion of success, whether it's being successful in real estate or college, fitness, it takes a tremendous load of sacrifice and commitment, no matter what you do. So there's no get-rich-quick scheme. There's no pill for weight loss. You really got to work for it, and you got to commit to it and have a strategy. And that's what we provide. Is I tell everybody, we have a wall back there that's got a ton of people with different looks on there and photo shoots we did, and that wall, everybody did that work. It wasn't me. It wasn't the trainer. I tell trainers, you didn't do that. We're just the GPS.
That's right.
So if you want to listen to the GPS, you can get great results. If you choose not to listen to us, then you're going to have a harder, long walk at this.
Right.
But we just kind of help people being the GPS and guide them in the direction, pushing it.
Yeah, no, that's great. That is awesome. Well, gosh, I've enjoyed this. So, tell me about Outlaws. So, is it like a circuit? I mean, what do you do?
Outlaw Fit Camp, pre-COVID was like everything else. We had 7 modalities of workout styles rolled into it: kettlebells, dumbbells, adjustable cable pulling machines, suspension, slam balls, and rowing machines.
Okay.
But we did everything like all of our competitors. It was in a rotational sequence, and which was fine, and we were kicking butt, and we were franchising.
Right.
After COVID, I did a lot of thinking. I spent about 22 hours, I think, just psychotically thinking before we opened, what do I do? And I redesigned the whole company, redesigned our fit camp, and now we have 11 by 7 foot cells. I broke them up so you're in there for 14 to 13 minutes each. Spray down, rotate. So now we actually have the first time group fitness that actually makes it personalized group fitness. So you're in your cell, and you're not having to rotate around, grab your group weights as they say, hey, rotate.
All
this is your spot. So
that is awesome.
You don't have to worry about a guy that's 5 times bigger than you and stronger than you as you rotate and then looking for your dumbbells and your weights. Now this is your private area, clean, and it's yours. So it now made personal training part of group fitness part of personal training, which nobody did. So COVID actually really changed the mechanism of the whole company. Wow. And now we have a product that's incredible. Every cell's named: Tombstone, Newly the Kid, Hollywood,
Flower Mound.
Every location has their city. So Hickory Creek, Flower Mound, Keller, Plano, McKinney. It's just kind of a really cool, neat thing. And this all started out of Little Mound, was my interest in group fitness.
Yeah.
I loved it. I just didn't like the segment of group fitness that shoved 30 to 40 people in a room because the inequality diminishes. So we broke it down.
You can't have eyes on everybody. I mean.
So we're 12 to 14 people. We're a little more pricey, I will say, but you're paying for a product. You're paying for that one-on-one attention in a group setting with the energy. And it's not going to run you $500 a month like on a PT.
Right.
But you're under $200 a month, and that's something the market didn't have, was something that didn't cater to 25, 35, 40 people, but more quality over quantity.
Exactly.
And that's what we do with Outlaw.
Well, and that's how you get the results.
Yes, you
because if somebody has eyes on me and I'm doing it wrong, they're going to be able to say no.
Correct you and help you educate you.
Exactly.
And we can do that with this setup. So I love it. It's actually better, and we're keeping it. So we redesigned the whole company around COVID.
There's a lot of people on realtors too. We've gotten very ingenious when it comes to how do we operate in this kind of world. So we're doing a lot more virtually. I mean, I always said I would never buy a house. You know, I can't imagine a buyer without seeing it. But you know, here I am doing the virtual showings with FaceTime, and
cool.
you know, and people are buying houses that haven't seen it. So I mean, it is crazy. So good things have come out, like delivery of margaritas is one thing
that was
that's
kind of
come
nice.
out. Yeah.
I was like, good Lord, keep us at home and give us alcohol. Nobody's gonna bitch. Sorry, or complain.
That's okay. We'll just
have a potty mouth. Sorry. But yeah, that made everybody happy. Was delivery of you know, margaritas and fun stuff like that.
So there was certainly some.
I'll stay at home.
Yeah, certainly.
Tacos and margaritas. Who's gonna complain about COVID?
Exactly.
So except being closed down.
That's right. Yeah, that was. Yeah, it was like a good vacation that first month. You know, for those of us who were just.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm ready to go back to work.
And then
I have a
like,
work to go back to. Thank God we got through it. So.
And with y'all, I mean, you were just locked down for a long time, and it put several gyms out of business.
A lot of gyms, a lot of people. I mean, I feel, you know, we were gracious to be open again. We were fortunate enough to get the grants and some of the loans, and we had our craft together, and we were able to knock things out. And you know, I'm very thankful for Denton County and just all the idle loans and all that stuff. That really saved us and put us in a good position. But I feel horrible for a lot of the bars and different businesses that are gone or out of business, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, so. It is. It truly is.
I know, a whole nother topic.
We'll have to do that over margaritas.
I think so. Of course, we squat and then drink.
Right, yes.
Get up our calories while I drink.
Of course. I went bowling the other night. Is that squats? I think that works for squats.
You're working out.
My thighs were definitely feeling it the next day.
It's full body.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Well, I have enjoyed our talk today.
It's my pleasure.
So much.
Thank you.
Very much. It's so good to meet you.
Thank you.
It's so good to be here and see what they've done because, I mean, goodness, I drive past this all the time and I've never been inside. I know it shows. I've never been
cleaner and prettier than you thought?
Oh yeah. I mean, this is really nice.
Yeah.
God, there's one of those big tires over there. I can't take care of that.
That's just for looks.
So, you're not gonna throw it to me.
We don't use it.
Okay. That's funny. So Kris Wise with Wise About Flower Mound. Come and check out Jesse James Fit and Outlaw Boot Camp. Fit Camp.
Trademark
Outlaw Fit
that one.
Camp. Okay, Outlaw Fit Camp. And you have how many locations?
We got 6, and we have a 7th opening up in Fort Worth right before the end of the year, I think.
Oh my gosh. Well, I grew up in Fort Worth. I love Fort Worth. So, yes, so definitely give them a call, look them up, and thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.